The weather has been on and off and not been cooperating with us for the past few days. And look at all this.
You're just a few steps away from the beach.
Just learned how to bike maybe a couple of months ago. And now she's biking on the beach.
Hi, we are Nat and Max, and you'll mostly find us exploring this beautiful province of Canada called British Columbia. The last time we saw each other, we took our family who were visiting from Winnipeg to some of our favorite spots in a beautiful town named Whistler, BC. And wow, that was such an amazing time. BC has so much to offer in terms of experiences. And last year, we had a chance to visit a remarkable place with some of the best beaches in Tofino. So we thought we'd make sure we share that experience with them. That's why on this video, we'll be hopping on a ferry and driving 3 hours west of Vancouver Island to spend 48 hours on the warmest beaches of Canada.
Hello. Yeah. Thank you. We are finally back in Vancouver Island after a year, and we are so excited to spend 3 days in Tofino.
We are still with our family and we are touring them around on some of our favorite spots.
But this morning wasn't really that easy because we had to wake up at 4 a.m. and catch a ferry at 6:30 a.m. We made it, and right now we are here in Nanaimo BC as our first stop.
Being in Nanaimo, we wanted to have our family try some of our favorite Nanaimo bars here in the city. But the biggest challenge this morning, since we came in so early, some of the shops are still closed.
Yeah, but we still found one place that we've tried before, and it's a cafe, so it's a breakfast place, and it's open. Let's go try some Nanaimo.
We'll just have one mocha Nanaimo bar. I got the goods.
So this is we got a mocha Nanaimo bar. So I think the last time we were here, we got the salted caramel one. Hopefully this is as good as the salted caramel. I know it's just morning and it's breakfast. Could have this every day.
It's so good. Mommy, how's the Nanaimo bar?
It's really good. This is a salted caramel, the best.
I got the strawberry flavor. It's good.
I also found out that Boca Cafe has winning awards for best Nanaimo bars for a few years now, which is quite amazing. Alright, going to the next stop now. I have a small worry though, that we're gonna be eating our way to Tofino.
That sounds good to me.
We have just stopped to one of our favorite places here in Vancouver Island, and especially when we're coming to Tofino.
This is one of the must-stop places here.
This is kind of like a small community, and you guys might have seen it on some of our previous vlogs. The cool thing about it is they have goats on the roof.
Goats on the roof! Aside from being a novelty store, they also sell food, and one of our personal favorite is the gift shop. Because Nat and I just want to try everything and play with it. I wanna buy this smiley spoon. Ah, it's so cute! But I'm torn between the spoon or the spatula, so that the food will look happy when I'm mixing them. Okay.
Get my coffee. Not even sure if this is good or anything, but it's goats on the roof. So we shall try it. After enjoying some great old country delicacies and let's say had a little too much fun playing toys at the gift shop, we then continued driving west to Tofino for 2 hours until we reached the highway closure. It turns out that as part of an ongoing effort to improve the highways going to Tofino, they completely closed the road during a certain time window of the day. But thankfully, we arrived outside of those hours and only had to wait a few minutes. So after driving for over 3 hours, we finally made it out to Tofino. We just checked in our hotel and we can't wait to give you guys a room tour.
So this is a standard room with 2 queen beds. And you might be asking, what's so special about this room? Inside, it's nothing really, just a standard bedroom. But if you turn around, this is the main feature. You're just a few steps away from the beach.
We didn't really expect that it was gonna be this nice when we first booked this hotel. We saw that it was Best Western, so it could be just like a standard hotel in Tofino, but it just blew our mind when we opened up the door earlier. And also before checking in, we were kind of thinking of just dropping off our things and rushing to a random beach just to enjoy all this sunshine and good weather. But it turns out that we don't need to do that anymore because the beach is right there.
And also, I can't wait to catch the sunset tonight. Because the last time we were here at Tofino, it was a bit cloudy. Should we call them and walk by the beach?
Let's go. I cannot believe that this is this nice here today. The weather has been on and off and not been cooperating with us for the past few days. And look at all this.
It's so nice!
Tofino has some of the most temperate weather in Canada, which means it does not get too cold nor too warm in this place. But if you're thinking of going to the beach to have a bit of a swim, you're likely going to need a wetsuit for that because the temperatures of the water still ranges from 7 to 17 degrees Celsius. That being said, it still has some of the best waves in Canada, which draws surfers all over North America.
Can I get a salmon tacos?
Salmon tacos?
Yeah, and carnitas, and a half gumbo soup. Yeah.
So for dinner, we are here at Wildside Grill because the last time we were here in Tofino, Wildside Grill and their gumbo left us a mark and we made sure to bring our family here now that we're back.
We're still waiting for our order, but we can't wait to dig in. Food is here!
Oh, it's so good. So I just got 3 carnitas tacos and Max got some salmon tacos over here. But the very special one that we all want is the gumbo. Just as how I remember it. Should just order the full gumbo instead of having the tacos.
This is seafood gumbo. It's good.
So after eating that massive amount of food, we came back here at Mackenzie Beach in front of our hotel and enjoying just the last bits of the sun.
I think it's also worth mentioning that we are filming this during fall, so it's not warm anymore.
That's why we're wearing layers and layers of clothing underneath. But yeah, I think everyone is just here at the beach enjoying the last bits of sunshine. Morning guys, day 2 here in Tofino. While the rest of the gang is still getting ready, I thought this morning I would take my relaxing coffee and just stroll down to the beach because you don't get to see this view quite often. I was really hoping to have a bit more of sunshine this morning, but Tofino is really known to have really rainy weather, so I'm not complaining. We actually feel lucky having this much sunshine right now on our first 2 days. It's a bit cloudy this morning, but I think in the afternoon it's gonna start to clear up. Also, it looks like it's a little bit low tide this morning because you can see the seaweeds over here and the water all the way over there. But something is just so relaxing waking up in the morning and having this morning breeze in front of a great view. So I guess the plan for today is to grab some breakfast this morning, and we have a Harbor Island kayaking activity, and I think it's like the Harbor Island tour where you're gonna hop around the islands of Tofino, so that should be fun. And then the rest of the day we're gonna try to explore as much of Tofino in this one day.
Butter.
Sorry.
First activity of the day, kayaking.
Here we go, you guys. Hi there. My name is John. Good to see everybody. And I've got a couple things to say for everyone. First of all, welcome. And secondly, here's a paper waiver to sign. Everybody signs one.
After signing waivers, we met our tour guide Paul. Paul gave us an overview of where the tour will take place.
Everything you see on this chart is clear cut sound. So as we get close to the opening, we'll feel a little bit more swell and wind. But we never take people if it's dangerous, so everything is gonna remain safe and enjoyable. So you don't have to worry about that. We don't push anything, so you're gonna be safe, especially with me.
We didn't realize that our feet will get wet on this tour, but luckily they have a few cute Crocs that we could borrow.
2021 men's fashion.
The first half of the tour was mostly training, and Paul making sure that we know what to do in case of emergencies. We're just adjusting our foot pedals and seats. Are you good?
Not yet.
Wow, how are you? Are you excited?
Good, excited.
Mommy happy. Wish us luck! Yeah. After all the safety briefing and gearing up, we made our way to the water.
So flip the paddle. Remember, you want to have the sticker on top.
Stabilize. Stabilize. The tour has begun after paddling as fast as we can to cross the runway. Paul took us around the harbor island of Tofino while discussing some of its history and how it came to be. But the thing that we mostly enjoyed with our tour is whenever he finds something interesting in the water, he would grab it with his net and catch it. We'd then huddle our kayaks around him and he discusses what he finds.
This one is edible. All part of that is edible. Even the big bubble. It's super good for your hair, for your skin. This one is a kelp crab. They are green like that so that they can hide from the predators. They look like rocks or algae. This one is an ochre sea star.
Dadu, try it!
Wait, we need to wash it. How's the seaweed?
Salty.
Would you like to have her?
And these guys are strong. Like I told you, this is open ocean right there. In the winter we have big, massive storms, huge waves crashing onto the rocks. You don't want to be there, you'll be dead. But for these guys, no big deal, just a walk in the park. That's how strong they are.
And as Paul was talking about the starfish, we noticed a head pop over from afar, and then realized it was a harbor seal.
So yes, that's a harbor seal. And these guys are very intelligent and they are super curious. They like to play hide and seek. They might swim under your boat.
This was probably the closest we've been to a wildlife while in a kayak.
So if you take the sea star, it will jump onto your boat. You want to do that?
And while this curious little fellow didn't really pay for the tour, we thought we'd give him a pass and let him hover around us while Paul continues to talk.
Help you out. Yes. We did it.
So after exploring Tofino by a kayak earlier, we have now rented a few beach cruisers and are on our way to the beach. Say it to the vlog!
It's my third day biking in my life.
So if you guys search Tofino somewhere in the internet, you probably would have seen pictures of people biking on the beach. So this is a pretty iconic thing here in Tofino. And we didn't actually do this before, the first time we were here. That's why today we made sure to try out this iconic activity. Just wow! Look at this gorgeous sunny day here in Tofino. It was all cloudy this morning when we were doing kayaking, but now the sun has shined, the clouds rolled away, and we're just biking here in the beach.
I'm never gonna hold back being someone to lean on. I'll always be that 2 a.m. phone call when you need one. When everything in life is getting harder to shoulder, I'll be your soldier. My heart's been ripping wide open, 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 wide open. My heart's been ripping wide open.
So the best way to do this, if you're looking to do the same activity, is go to Tofino Bike Company. They're pretty close to Chesterman Beach, and you could just stroll into Chesterman Beach after getting your bike. And also, I cannot believe that this one just learned how to bike maybe a couple of months ago, and now she's biking on the beach.
Yes!
Tofino is notoriously wet and gets up to 12 feet of rain each year, and we feel extremely blessed to have this much sunshine during our time here. On a vacation week that has started very poorly because of all the rain, to finishing up on some of the best sunshine and sceneries one can get. Although this vacation week with our family is coming to a close, and it's always hard saying goodbye, we just try to look forward to the next time they visit and we can share more new experiences we've discovered here in BC. Until next time, fam.
How do you call the boat?
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog takeover. Oh, it's on. Is it? No.
This is distracted driving. This is distracted driving. I'm sorry.
Since Wawad and Dadu is in a single kayak, it's more unstable, so it's more likely to tip over. Hopefully that won't happen.
It'd be a fun picture though.
So if they tip over, it's their fault.
Oh, definitely. I suggested them many times.